It turns out that the most magical scenery in the world is in China. Only after going to Hedusan, I know the earth can also grow the skin of the moon. Only after going to Bamian mountain in Shaanxi did I know. It turns out there is an air island with 4 cliffs in China. I know that there is a fairy tale world on earth. Going to Tibet, I know that there is lack of oxygen, but never lack of faith. After going to Pandong Ancient Road, I know that after walking over 600 bends, and life is all smooth roads. After visiting Zhangjiajie, I realized that aviator didn't deceive us. The floating mountains on Pandora really exist. When you go to Linzhi, you will know what is called the running away quickly and its beauty. After visiting Huangshan, I realized you don't need to see mountains after visiting 5 mountains. It's not an exaggeration to say that Huangshan is the best. After going to Moto, I know that it's only a tunnel away from the ice and snow to the rainforest. It's only separated by a tunnel. I didn't know until I went to Iking Spring. There really is a devil's eye in the world, where birds and beasts dare not approach. Only after going to Xuexiang did I know, without going to Finland, you can see the romance in fairy tales. I know that fire and water can blend together. Fire and water can blend together. I know that in Guido, Qinghai, the Yellow River can be so clear. When I went to Naozhen Mountain, I knew the heaven where the gods live is like this. When I came to Jiuzhaigou, I knew that Green Lake water can also be clear to the bottom. Only after visiting Wulan Lake did I know the heart of Earth is actually hiding in China. I didn't know until I went to Jilin, Bhutan. I didn't know I went to the pink lakes hiding in desert in the world. I didn't know until I went to Eboliang. You can reach the Mars camp without going to Mars. I didn't know until I went to Shenzhen Island. The deserted village swallowed by plants can be so beautiful as a fairy tale world. Only after going to Chongqing did I know the first floor can be built in the mid-air. I know that's a daytime waterfall. How small humans are in the face of nature. I didn't know until I went to Zhenjiao village in Fujian. The houses built of pebbles are like oil paintings. When I went to Wusong Island in Jilin, I knew what a natural wonder is. I know that the earth can be carved into layers of golden waves. Only after visiting the Deakin Courtyard did I know houses can not only built on the ground, but also dug underground. Only after going to National Highway 317, the Sichuan-Tibet line is not just the National Highway 318. When I went to Zhenjiala, I knew that where you can open the window in the morning and see fairyland. I didn't know until I went to Henan Expressway. Driving can also enter landscape painting. I didn't know that's terraced fields on cliffs. The terraces on the cliffs are a miracle created by human beings struggle with nature. I didn't know that until I went to Nongtou Mountain Cliff. The edge of earth is in China. I didn't know until I went to Enshi, Hubei. You don't need to go to Semporna Here, wooden boats can also float in the middle air. I went to Pindan Island and found out that the sea here glows at night. I went to Boyang Lake to know that the wind has a shape. Only after going to Loji Mountain did I know you can take a hot spring in the waterfall. I didn't know until I went to Nusang Waterfall. 3,000 feet of waterfall in Niba's poem is not an exaggeration. It's a reality. Only when I went to Mohe that you can see the aurora without going abroad. Going to Yan'an, I know that it's not only a revolutionary holy island, but also has many Grand Canyons. I didn't know until I went to Furong Mountain. A 1,000-year-old town can be hung on the waterfall. Only after visiting Patran Gorge did I know the mountains here are all in the shape of love. Only after visiting Wangshan Valley did I know the dreamy fairy world really exists. I didn't know until I went to Horton. Lavender romance is not only in Provence. After visiting Qinghe River in Hebei, I know the river flowing the book of the songs really exists. After going to Bijie, I know Baini rhododendron is more beautiful than the human world. When I went to Zhangye, I knew that taking a hot air balloon to see Dansha is more romantic than in Turkey. When I went to Suzhou, I knew that you can walk out of the train station to Zhenjiang. After visiting Nugu Lake, I realized that the daughter country in journey to the west really exists. Going to Yili in Xinjiang, I know we don't need to go to Switzerland. China has beautiful scenery like oil paintings. When I went to Guilin, I know that there is a Chinese dragon 800 meters long. Going to Kokoshini, I know that going to the forbidden area is only for humans. Standing in Shanxi and looking at the Helan, I know the ancient saying of fighting for central claims was not just on TV and TikTok.